good. Beer is good. Beer is good. Let's go drink some beer.
All right. It's Parking Lot Diaries here on round 2 of the Craft Beer Buzz 937 KZ. I'm Tommy T with
Misty.
Chuckerdoo and Bob Gregg from Left Hand Brewing Company, who remembers Misty from Parking Lot Diaries.
We used to do that, parking lot, or what was it, drive-through confessions. That was so much fun. Anyway.
It was, yeah. It was events at the Pepper Mill, and we were featuring Left Hand. That's right, and I remember it all now. Yeah.
I remember nothing.
You sound like a politician right now. I do not recall the events
Not
that
to the
took
best
place
of my recollection.
in the Pepper Mill parking lot.
Thanks, Peppermill.
Yeah.
Peppermill.
Thanks, Peppermill.
So we have Bob with us from Left Hand today because Left Hand is releasing a brand new package available this week. It is I screwed this up the first round, a 8-pack of nitro cans variety.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
A nitro can mix pack. How
a
about that?
nitro
Mix pack.
can mix pack, 16-ounce cans in a variety.
I'm
Yeah.
just excited about what else there could be because I think I've had all of your nitro created beers. So
Well, you're about to see.
Well, I know for a fact you haven't had the next one I'm about to pull.
I'm excited now.
Uh-oh.
So excuse me while I whip this out.
Beautiful can so far.
Sawtooth
Nice.
Nitro, which is available only in the variety pack can. I'm excited about this one because this just schmitzed my face.
So sorry, it's
Well,
like every.
It is.
Yeah, it's almost like a money shot there,
It's-
Chuck.
It
I
was
think I'm
so-
going to get
It's
a picture.
like I just left a Guar concert.
Oh my gosh. He's got foam in his beard and on his glasses.
Let's see here. Wait, let me taste it real quick. Yeah, no, this is just beer.
Yes.
Good to know.
So, so 2 reasons why I'm excited about this beer. Let me aim this towards another person. I've been carrying these beers around all day. They've been shooken up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you go to open this is not what it's going to do to you at home. But if you're
Unless you
walking
want it to.
around all day long trying to sample people on this beer and it shakes up in your cooler, this is what it's going to do. I love this beer because Sawtooth is the original flagship of Left Hand Brewing Company. And when
Read
Left
your
Hand became the masters of nitrogen, they threw Sawtooth on nitro.
I am excited to try.
And this is a cult favorite. So all the people out there that are like, oh, I like Sawtooth, but you know what you never see anymore is Sawtooth Nitro. First time ever in 16-ounce nitrogen cans. It is a beautiful beer. It's technically an ESB, which is an English special bitter, but bitter is not the appropriate term for it. There's a little bit of bitterness on the end, but
Sorry, I tasted it
16-ounce
already.
Sawtooth Nitro cans are awesome, and that's a super exciting part about this Nitro variety pack.
Yeah, and traditionally on draft, Sawtooth Nitro has always done very well for us regionally. It's kind of the locals beer. So to have the first option out there for people to actually have it out of state, kind of going a little further route, try it in the can, there's no reason not to like this beer.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, you could crush, or I should say I could crush a lot of this. Oh, man, that's going down like water.
So this is an amber
Problem is
ale.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amber ale. It's a 5.3, 27 IBU. So it's
Yeah.
not, it's when you say, what did you say, bitter? Or what did you say when you just
So
said it?
in England, they'd be like, "Oh, mate, this is pretty bitter.
Oh,
No
I
way.
can't,
was
I
that
can't
how they
handle
would...
this." And in America, we're like, "Oh, this is
Yeah,
soft and
smooth
mild."
and-
Well, we
goes down
pour
like
this
water.
in our cereal. Huh.
Right.
That's what they think we do.
Absolutely.
While we shoot our
And
mothers.
then the Canadians would like apologize about something.
Yeah, for drinking our beer. I don't know.
Sorry, friend.
No, this is really good. I like it. I guess it just goes to show you can make any style of beer a nitro. Like it's the way it's packaged.
And it mellows out all the flavors and kind of rounds out everything.
Yeah.
It makes it like a creamier kind of a mouthfeel velvet.
Well, and what's fun is you can get Sawtooth, the CO2 version, in 6-pack bottles in town, but then pick up the variety pack, and then you could try them side by side, one CO2, one nitrogen, and really get the difference between what those two different gases do to a beer.
Yeah.
And Bob and I were talking about this earlier today about when Left Hand started rocking nitro, then other craft breweries, and this is the beautiful thing about craft brewers in America, is we're like, oh, okay, let's try and do it better. But there was a period of time when people were like, oh, well, let's make nitro IPAs. And what does that do, Bob, with what you just said with mellowing things out?
It almost strips out the flavor. And that's the funny thing is people think that we've got milk stout on CO2, which you usually see in like a purple package. And a lot of people call it sweet stout. Because when you drink it, it does taste sweeter, but they assume that it's a different recipe. It's the exact same recipe, it's just a different gas. So typically with CO2, you're going to taste more sweetness. Whereas with nitro, you're getting the other flavors.
That is really neat.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun what it will do. But with IPAs, it doesn't. I haven't had a nitro IPA yet that I've been like, dang, this is good.
Can I be honest? Like when you brought this out and popped it open, I almost thought, just with the smell, because there was a strong aroma that came through the air when you opened this.
Yeah.
And I almost thought, just the way it smelled and how strong it was, that it was going to be an IPA. So I'm glad it's not. But maybe I'll like a nitro IPA because.
Well, but that's it. I'm not a huge fan of them because I mean, if you sort of like IPAs, then maybe you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
because I'm sort of like IPAs.
Yeah, totally. So that might be perfect.
Maybe.
But for me, I feel like most IPA drinkers are looking for just that hop. Just that pronounced hop flavor and aroma that I feel like if you're going to spend the money on the resources to produce that, why do it and then put it on nitro, when you know it's going to suppress certain flavors in that way?
Yeah, I think with IPA drinkers, you kind of want that punch in the face with hops. And we're going to play around with a nitro IPA for 2020 because the technology has changed so much in brewing in the last 15 years.
Ooh.
But it still has to pass panel. We panel everything, and if it doesn't taste up to snuff, then we scrap the idea. We figured if anybody can do one, it's going to be us.
100%.
And I guess if you want to mellow out some flavors, there you go.
Yeah.
And for
That's
people,
part of the...
And for people listening that don't know what panel is a group of employees that have passed a series of tests to be able to be qualified at Left Hand to try the beers, and they are the panel that determine whether something is of Left Hand quality or not. And so that's what Bob means when he says panel. So
yeah, we panel every day at 9:30, and we've got about 30 staff members that rotate on.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Followed up by a pancake breakfast.
I was like, is that just drinking beer?
So what does everyone think of Sawtooth Nitro?
I like it a lot.
Oh, I love it, yeah.
Pleasantly surprised.
I
said, I
love
was
this beer
scared
as well.
when you kind of popped it open. I was thinking, oh, no. But I love it. I like it.
Well, good.
And that nice little foam mustache you got going on. Oh, yep.
Yeah. Do I still have it all over my face?
Well,
No, it's kind of gone away now.
All right. Oh.
Yeah. That's all right. We have photos. We have pictures of it.
or it didn't
Documented
happen.
evidence.
We have money shots. Okay.
Oh, so I was watching the news, speaking of money shots and beer and things like that. I'll have to look at more detail on our break here, but something about men who drink beer regularly should stop drinking beer like 2 to 3 months before they impregnate their hopefully wives, I guess.
Blasphemy, but
because
continue.
it creates heart problems. They're finding that babies whose fathers drank up to conception, they have more heart problems than but I'll look up the details because it's really kind of cool. I wanted to bring it up for a
Babies
couple
with
weeks.
heart problems is cool, Misty?
No, I mean like the not cool. Oh God, kids with ass cancer too.
So so drinking all that beer is gonna mess with our fishies down there
Yeah.
or swimming around and
Yeah, I guess.
oh man.
They're drunk. They're drunk driving.
That's interesting
Drunk
because
driving.
I know also
Right to the egg.
studies have shown that a drink or two a day actually does phenomenal things for heart health.
But not in embryos.
So
Yes.
maybe
Heart
that's
health.
just the universe trying to catch us up.
Oh, could be.
All right, so 2 to 3 months before you want to have a kid, stop drinking.
Beers. It didn't say anything else. It just said beer.
Let's just assume all for now.
I'm going to go ahead and say this is a conspiracy theory.
I like it.
Developed by women.
That's what.
Oh,
Because they can't drink once they're pregnant, and so
it's
they need the support. They need the
We
support.
are vindictive like that.
Oh,
too.
wait,
We
after-
would do that.
Wait, after conception, we can drink.
Oh, go for
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's the only way you're gonna get through.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Next
then-
9 months.
Yeah.
Is that the vindictive
18 years.
woman then also having that compassion that women have more than men do? And instead of taking 9 months away from the men, just being like, hey, 2 months. What?
He's
Oh,
always
going
got
too long?
to.
No.
Okay, we got it.
He's always got to make it a little softer, a little nicer. I will look up
I'm
the
fine.
details if we want to know the actual
We don't.
factual crap. No, okay.
No one wants to know the facts.
Oh man! All
All right.
right. Well, I just thought it was kind of interesting. So
Okay.
But
All right, so coming up next on Nova.
Alcohol and copulation.
I'm
Yes,
just saying.
alcohol and copulation.
I'm just saying
Next
everybody
was
should
Neil
be
deGrasse
sterilized. Like
There's a reason we call round 3 the carnage round.
Coming up next, booze and breeding.
Yes.
On 93.7 KZ and the Craft Beer Buzz.
Thanks, Peppermill.